My name is Rolf Trodlin. I am the managing director and shareholder of R.Plast, together with my colleague Martin Winter. Our company was founded in 1990, and since then we have been dealing with the processing and recycling of secondary raw materials from the plastics processing industry. We have two sites: the administrative headquarters here in Schweinfurt, which is also where we run our commercial operations, and our production site in Stockheim, in Upper Franconia, where we run our business with 2 extruders and all the peripheral equipment, with 20 employees if possible. Our primary materials are mainly plastic tiles, fabrics, and films, which we source throughout Germany and Europe in various forms such as rolls, pressed bales, and all kinds of other forms, which we then, of course, have to shred before we can feed them into the extruder. Before we decided to use extruders to produce granulate, we used agglomeration with pot agglomerators. Even with those machines, we had to pre-shred all the raw materials and sometimes had significant problems with certain materials because they were too tough. We first noticed UNTHA at a trade fair. We were looking for a way to shred our raw materials properly and came across the RS100 rotor shear. We decided pretty quickly that this was the right shredder for us. We purchased the first RS100 in 2011, and since then, it has been running in 3 shifts, 5 days a week, plus a shift on Saturdays. We purchased the second RS100 in 2023 because it is the best solution for us to be able to process the same materials on both machines, and the RS100 is simply the ideal appliance for the job. Of course, both shredders had to be integrated into the existing structure and the conveyor system. That's why it was so convenient that UNTHA brought the conveyor system with them to connect to our existing structure. The RS100 is simply the right machine for our purposes. It provides the ideal pre-shredding for the subsequent step in the extruder and is reliable and low maintenance. As for the service, I would say a lot if I could, because the reliability is just so good that we have had no further work except for the regular blade changes. We have recommended UNTHA very often because we know that the shredders work perfectly, are reliable, and deliver excellent pre-shredding.